You don't see these things. Other people do. Your customers, your prospects, they see these things. You don't. It's like decorating you don't do at home. Unfortunately, it goes to the business as well. With your website, with your strapline or lack of one. I tell you what, has anybody got a brilliant strapline? Why did I think? Amy, give it to us.
So my business is called Load Training, and our strapline is Use Your Load. So,
like that.
So we're all about uniqueness and doing things the way that's right for you and your personality.
Use your load, brilliant. Perfect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Has it always been the same, that strapline?
Yeah.
How long?
We've been in business for 9 months now.
Oh, really days.
Did you have that strapline before the name?
No, it kind of all just came together. Yeah. And our clients say it all the time, which is brilliant. So other people like to say it now, which is great.
You're really pleased about it?
I love it, yeah.
You're really like Philip, aren't you? It's great, isn't it?
It's my passion, so I'm...
You've worked on it,
Yeah.
something came together, and it's
Yeah.
fantastic when it comes together. You need to talk to your people. What was it again? How was something national business to local?
I just said that up on the spot.
All right. Okay. Right. Well, I think it's important. You know, the big, these strap lines, you know, what's the adverts that are coming out with strap lines all the time? You know what I've got in mind? Cars. Honda, Power of Dreams. I'm trying to remember that. I'm going to use them in a charity quiz we're going to do in May. All the car firms now have got two or three word strapline and reference.
Is there a difference between a strapline and a slogan?
I don't think there is.
No.
No, I don't think there is.
No.
You know, while we're on it, and it wasn't part of what I was going to say, your email addresses. I'm not picking everybody here, but you know, if it's George Oleski, is that Polish? Yeah. It's Polish. That's research for you. George Oleski, 2018 at hotmail.com.uk.eu. Some of them are just impossible to remember. And if your website address, your web address is something like that, you bother me, because when you try to give it to somebody on the phone, they're never going to get it right. And even worse, some people put a quirky little spelling mistake in it to make it a bit different. That's great, but it doesn't work on things that are critical in them trying to make contact with you. Yeah. And I'm not picking on industrial cleaning, but it's boring, boring, boring. You know, it will remain nameless, I receive an internet marketing letter from an internet marketing person in Lincolnshire. And it's boring, boring, boring. It's just rows and rows of narrative. No pictures, no life stories, it's crap. You know, it's about 8 pages long. If the paper was just a little bit softer. So if you're going to do brochures, make it in really soft paper. Because then we won't have to throw them away, will we? So think about it. When you mystery shop the stuff that you do, is it boring, boring? Look at your shop front. I haven't seen your shop front, John. I know it's a big one. What does it look like? Because if it's boring to you, trust me, it's very boring to somebody who doesn't care about it, who isn't involved. Quick video, 4 minutes. All this does need a bit of inspiration. If you need a bit of inspiration, oops, sorry. Good chance this guy will give you only 4 minutes long.
Are we ready? but I'm very thankful that I have a little chicken drumstick here. People freak out when they see me for the first time. It's so cool. I was at a water slide all by myself. Everyone obviously at the bottom of the slide is waiting for other people to come down, and here I come, and they're freaking out. They're like, yeah, like this. And I'm so tempted to look at myself and go, what happened? You know? There were times where I sort of looked at my life and thinking, well, I can't do this and I can't do that. And you keep on concentrating on the things that you wish you had or the things that you wish you didn't have. And you sort of forget what you do have. And there's no point, I believe, in my life where I wish I had arms, legs, I wish I had arms, legs, I wish I had arms, legs, I wish it wouldn't help. But what I've seen in life are just a couple of key principles. And the first thing that I've seen is to be thankful. It's hard to be thankful, man. I tell you, when I was 8 years old, I sort of summed up my life and thought, I'm never going to get married. I'm not going to have a job. I'm not going to have a life of purpose. What kind of a husband am I going to be if I can't even hold my wife's hand? It's a lie to think that you're not good enough. It's a lie to think that you're not worth anything. It's crazy, I can't do my hands. I love that. So many people come and say, how come you smile so much? And I'm like, well, it's a long story. But it's very simple at the same time. You see, it's very hard to smile sometimes in life. There are things that happen that you don't know and you don't understand, and you don't know if you're going to get through it. You know, you go through your storms in life and you don't know how long the storm's going to be. And today I want to share with you some principles that I've learned in my life that you can use as well. Being patient is hard. I tell you, it's the hardest thing. But I realize I may not have hands to hold my wife's hand. But when the time comes, I'll be able to hold her heart. I don't need hands to hold her heart. You know, it is scary to know how many girls have eating disorders. It is scary to know how many people are just angry at life because of their situation at home and angry at others. It's scary to know how many people actually feel like they're worth nothing. Every single girl right here, right now, I want you to know that you are gorgeous just the way you are. And you boys, you're the man. On this DVD, I share my experiences in life of how I've overcome challenges and seen a new, fresh perspective in life. To be thankful, to dream big, and to never give up. I speak to children, youth, and adults about key issues and principles that I've applied in my life that has given me the strength to conquer all that comes before me.
22 million hits on YouTube, and I don't know how many times we watched that. A lot, haven't we? It's, when the girl hugs Nick Vigil. They are. Vision chick. So when you're moaning about the wind, your strap line, or lack of it, it's always a good reminder of how lucky you are to run your own businesses. Have a look at that. And I met a guy called Paul Dunn from Australia. Never met him before, and he came over to England a couple of years ago to do a presentation for me. And I never met him before. He got out of the taxi, he got from Heathrow, and he got hold of me and he hugged me. It was a hug, a proper hug. And I'll never forget that hug. You know, somebody touches you, I don't mean like that, I mean, touches your heart. And the sincerity of the guy, and I don't know whether it was real sincerity or not, but he put, whether it was a trained hug and it's just the way that he did things, I don't know, but it had a lasting impression. And when you touch your, I'm not saying, Joe, hug all your customers, but hug them metaphorically. Every time, through the internet, through the way you email them, the way you answer the phone, the way you do with your service, hug them. you get what I'm trying to say? It's about the passion that you've got within your business. Will be a measure of how successful you are. Coffee and mint. I don't know how long we've got. I was born in 1960. 1st of January, born in the 60s. I don't know how long we've got. I don't know how long you've got left, George, to work on your business. Maybe? We don't know, do we? So you might as well get on with it. Death is a great invention, as Steve Jobs said. We don't know, we might as well get on with it. You might as well get on with it today. Get out what you put in. Golden Nugget in Florida. If you ever go to Florida, take the kids to Florida, go and see a rocket go up at Cape Canaveral. It is something. Anybody else seen that? It's just, you cannot describe it. We were 5 miles away at 6 o'clock in the morning. It was just becoming, it was dawn, and I've got the kids were about 1 and 3 at the time. They'll never remember. But this rocket goes up into the air, and after about 10 seconds, there is a tidal heat wave comes across on 5 miles away. It was the most enthralling experience. That in the Victoria Falls. What was this all about? I remember.
Get the fuck out of my car! Hands up where I can see them.
Totally wrong with it, but every time, it's just so funny. There's an old lady swearing like that. Why not so funny? Right, before we look at reasons we're not doing well, let's go and have a coffee. Thanks very much. Coffee's back in reception.